Marcus Healy here with Status Coup, and I'm here with, what was your name, sir?
Scott Tolbert.
Scott Tolbert, and he is. We're all here at the Bernie rally in Las Vegas, Nevada, um, on the east side, kind of closer to downtown. Um, so, what brings you to the Bernie event today?
I just agree with almost everything he has to say. So I used to be right wing, but the right wing has gone just off the rails. But then again, so have the left wing. Democrats, Republicans, I don't like either one of them. That's why I like Bernie.
And what in specific don't you like about the Democrats and the Republicans? Like, what specific things?
The games they're playing, they're both basically sold out to the corporations. I mean, that's all there is to it. If you look into it, everything they do, everything they vote for, it's all the corporations own our leaders now. They just do. So I want somebody to come in that's not owned, that doesn't owe anybody anything, and get our country back, get our country right again.
Okay, definitely. So when we talk about the other Democrats running, because there's like 25 of them now, um, the main one that's the front runner that we're being told we all need to fall behind right now is Joe Biden. So just what are your thoughts about him?
You want me to say that on camera? Not
I mean, I have a mute
um, I think the guy's a dick. I really do. I just can't stand the man. I look at him like I look at Trump. And the fact that, I mean, it's just reported he was talking to some little girl. I'm like, dude, you're such a creeper.
Oh, it's crazy you mentioned that because today that was on, and my daughter was next to me, and she's 4 years old. And I looked at my daughter, and I had her look at it, and I was like, if anybody touches you like that, that's not mommy, daddy, auntie, uncle, grandma, somebody like that.
I'd have punched him.
Oh yeah, it would have been a problem.
I'd have gone to jail.
I understand. Well, I don't think Joe Biden's pretty powerful. I think they might do something else to you besides jail.
They could stick me in a hole. I don't give a shit. They're not touching my kid like that.
Yep, definitely. I understand that. So looking at the other candidates, the established, not even looking at anybody else?
I'm not even looking at anybody else. I was behind Bernie the first time, and I'm behind him again.
Okay.
But it doesn't matter because they're going to rig the primaries.
How do you think they're going to do that?
Just like they did last time. I mean, right here in Las Vegas, the way they did it at the convention here, it was so obvious it wasn't even funny. They want Biden, and that's all there is to it. I mean, they're going to rig it for Biden. And
So I know what you're talking about when we talk about the Nevada convention, but if you can remind everybody what happened.
well, what they did is they went against their own rules. They had a vote, and it's supposed to be by voice. And the Bernie supporters were a lot louder. I mean, they just plain simple were. And the woman was behind Hillary, the one who was in charge of the meeting. And she gavelled the meeting and ended it when it was, I forgot exactly how it went. But it's supposed to be a voice vote, and Bernie supporters won. But she gavelled out and said that Hillary supporters won and just ended the meeting. So
And apparently, I believe a chair was thrown.
no, that was made up. That was completely made up, and it was proven to be false.
Yeah, I know. I'm just, but
I wouldn't mind throwing a chair when they do stupid shit.
So the one thing that really kind of worries people is that a lot of these Bernie folks will not vote for anybody other than Bernie, and will
If they rig it again, I'm not voting.
at all.
No, I didn't last time because of Hillary. I could not in good faith support her. I couldn't support Trump, so I'm not going to vote for either one of them. If they rig the elections again, I will not vote, and Trump will win.
Okay, and how do you feel about the effects that may come because of that?
I don't.
Because like
That's really a tough one because I've got views from both parties. I can't stand a lot of what Trump does. I think he's just dumber than a box of rocks. But I don't want the normal corporate person like Biden in. I just don't. So it's a difference between two buckets of yeah.
But like, do you think we'd have kids in cages and all this stuff we're having if we'd have had Hillary instead of Trump?
No, I don't think so. But I think she would have done some shady stuff anyways. But I can't get behind the blue no matter who. I just can't do it. I was a registered Republican for. I've never voted Democrat in my life. I always voted Republican. This is the first time I've changed over, and it's for Bernie. So hey, no, I'm not. I'm not going to do blue no matter who. I'm behind Bernie, plain and simple. He's the only reason I'm going left. I like his policies because he cares about people.
So it's not about politics. You're not a heavily politically involved type person. You're just like, this guy fits my values type deal.
Exactly. And to me, he's somebody who actually cares about people and cares about the country. That the right talks about how the Christian right talks about how, they want, Bible back in school and all this. I'm like, the only person who's actually acting like Jesus was taught, taught all of us, was Bernie. He does. He does what Jesus said to do. The right sure as hell doesn't. No way, no.
You could say the same thing about the left too, because the one time Jesus gets violent in the Bible is when he smacked up the money changers and threw them out of the church.
Yeah.
And Bernie's talking about breaking up the banks. I guess that's the closest thing to smacking up a money changer.
Exactly. Yeah. I hope they do break up the banks. The big corporations, they just need to be put in check. They really do, because they're taking record profits but not increasing wages. And that's just not right. People just can't afford to live. Right, it's turning into a third world country in a lot of places. And that's just not right. Not in this country. We have so many homeless people because they can't afford to live on the salaries they're making.
Yeah, two empty homes for every one homeless person.
Yeah, it's just amazing. Don't even get me started on the VA property out in LA. That was made for soldiers to come in and recover, and it's all about money down there. They don't house one soldier down there, and all those vets on the streets in LA, and they've got 500 acres that was given to them for the one purpose of putting them so they had a place to go. They just don't do it.
So, if you could talk to the Democratic establishment and you had 2 sentences to tell them, hey, this is why I want my voice to be heard and why we want our voices to be heard, what would you say to them?
That's a good question. If I ever got elected, I know I'd get kicked out real quick because I tell a lot of people to get fucked. But that would probably be my first sentence to them. I just they need to listen to the people and no longer listen to corporations. And too many of them are bought now. They just don't listen to people anymore. Neither side does. So.
Okay. All right. Definitely. Well, I really appreciate you for your time and your honesty, and thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Hope you enjoyed that last video. Hop on over to statusquo.com where you can sign up for our email list and become a member for as low as $5 to $10 a month. Membership is how we grow. That's statusquo.com/join. And remember, join our email list so we can grow the revolution with you.